At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Out of the gun, Fields. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Angel. Green 19. Right.
Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Christian Kirk, 60 yards. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
No. Here we go. Ready.
First carry for Matt Forte. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is RG3. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get it. Check, Matt, 70, Timberwolf.
Here's Griffin. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short. This part. The field, what do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And a loose football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Now Griffin. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a give. Right side, it's Forte. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Griffin. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Check, Viking 18. Ready?
3rd down, here's Forte. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready? Top 50, 70 Lions. 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. And it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Okay, break. No, no. Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Reed, go. Get up.
On 1st down, this is Forte. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Panther stick. Check smash, check smash. Hurt, hurt. Hey, movement, movement, movement.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 222, 220. Right.
Fields throwing again. He finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Punch right. Hey, can. Go.
Again, Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action. It's Fields. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start the second half with a run by Forte. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Javon Curse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Throwing on second and long. Griffin. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A tackle by Quincy Williams.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Now it's Griffin. Completion left side to Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
15-yard line.
Now a toss right to Forte. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Ready.
They'll try and get it with Forte. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the sneak with Griffin. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. RG3 scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to build
absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319,
Back to throw. Fields. To the left side. Catch made by Arroyo. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.